Number 19 is constraint. Practice constraint. Now we are almost at the end, so hope you're still keeping notes. I hope you're still keeping up, or you can come back to this later, but hang in there. These last 2 points are really important. So constraints. Constraints can often feel limiting and overwhelming, but they can also serve as a powerful tool for personal growth and development. In order to effectively navigate constraints, it's important to understand and accept that it's a natural part of life. Instead of resisting or fighting against constraints, try to embrace them and see them as opportunities for growth and learning. It's also important to remember that constraints can be self imposed and are often a result of limiting beliefs or fears. Maybe you don't have the constraints you think you have. So recognize and challenge these internal constraints in order to break free from them. And remember that constraints can also lead to creativity and innovation. So try to see the positive side of them. So, what do I mean by that? Sometimes when you don't have something, you have to come up with an alternative, or you have to come up with ways to get it. So, it's sometimes good to not have a constraint. You have to become a little bit more creative. So, don't let it be a negative. It can actually um, be a great source of new inspiration because you don't have all the resources, you don't have all the money to make it work. By learning to navigate and make the most of your constraints, you'll be able to take control of your life and call the shots. Remember that facing and handling a constraint is a process. It's very important to be patient and persistent. Don't give up. Define your limits and your limitations. It's tempting to want to do all of it all at the same time. Sometimes it is simply better to take one thing at a time, then you master that, and then you move on to the next thing. It doesn't mean that you cannot do all of these things. You absolutely can. You can do whatever the hell you want, just not all at once. Very important. And trust me, I have tried. I've tried to get skinny and commit to my routines and have a new sleep schedule and do this and forget what people tell you on social media. You do you, and you don't try to be others who seemingly gets it all done. But sometimes we have to tell ourselves, no, I can take months for this, but constrain yourself and say, no, I've got 1 month to do this. This is my constraint. So constraint doesn't always just have to be your resources and things that you don't have control over. It can also be that you put a constraint on yourself and say, this is how much I have. I am not going to spend more time, or I'm not going to spend more money on it than this. And you'll be amazed. What can you do with the little you allow for yourself? So be smart and creative the way you go around with constraint.